Hey everyone, I'm Joe DiLorenzo.
And I'm Ethan Stetzer, and you're watching Issues and Controversies, where we're bringing the world to your dorm room. Now let's take a look at the news. Mark Kirk, a Republican senator of Illinois, seems to be switching sides of the same-sex marriage fence after Tom Carper, a Democrat senator of Delaware, said, quote, "After a great deal of soul-searching, all Americans ultimately should be able to marry the people they love." Kirk's response to this quote this past Tuesday was, "When I climbed the Capitol steps in January, I promised myself that I would return to Senate with an open mind and respect for others." Wait, what's that? Okay. This just in, being a part of GOP requires that Kirk switch sides again next week.
Angelina Jolie pulled an Oprah this past week. No, there's no talk show and no network either. But Jolie, a woman of few words, reports that she will be creating a new jewelry line and using all the profits to build schools in Africa. Because in this economy, spending years' worth of minimum wage is cool as long as it goes to a good cause.
Bravo plans 17 new reality shows for this upcoming season. Because of this, as if people couldn't get enough of housewives from every state of the country, what a better way to waste your time by watching these new shows like Rich People Drinking Water, Drunk People Fighting Over Shoes, and who wouldn't be able to resist extraordinary guys doing ordinary things, and also the ever so addicting Watching Paint Dry. I know that would be my favorite show.
By far, the best one they've ever come up with.
Next to Watching Grass Grow.
It's debatable, I guess. Guess what, everyone? It turns out hell does exist. Claims by archaeological professor at the University of Salento, Italy, Francesco D'Andrea. D'Andrea made his discovery in a cave beneath the Roman temple for the gods of Plato and Kore. Just in case you don't believe him, he actually made MapQuest directions to it. You have to go beyond the temple and past the pool, then down the steps until you find the toxic CO2 fumes. If you've reached the Burger King, you've unfortunately gone too far.
Last Sunday saw a peaceful Easter egg hunt go awry at the Woodland Park Zoo in Seattle, Washington, when a mother shoved a little girl to the ground, giving her own daughter a chance to grab the hidden egg. Okay. The result, a brawl between the two mothers that resulted in a bloody nose and the attacking mother fleeing the scene. On the car ride home, the attacker's daughter said, "Here's a Snickers, Mom. You become a psycho bitch when you're hungry."
A proposal came to the attention of TSA recently to allow knives back on planes. The limit to the size of the knives would be 2.36 inches. John Pistol, administrator of the TSA, says, quote, "Small pocket knives will not result in catastrophic end of aircraft," but I don't even want to touch this one.
Okay. I guess they're more concerned about the explosives.
I guess.
Than, as I'm sure most of you have seen, the Pope seems to be Breaking Bad, and not like the teacher on the popular AMC show. Not only does the Pope's persona express progressive movements, but on Maundy, Thursday, Pope Francis, instead of washing the feet of 12 men in the city, went to the Roman suburbs where he washed the feet of inmates consisting of Muslims and females. He is also on record for saying that he wants the removal of the bulletproof cover of the Pope-mobile. Because let's face it, that ain't gonna do for the Pope's life.
State legislators in Colorado this week proposed regulations in the recent legalization of marijuana, introducing the weed breathalyzer. A new sobriety test will be given to those who seem to be high as while driving. The legal limit for driving is currently at 5 nanograms of THC per milliliter of blood, or just remnants of the wake and bake session earlier in this day. The controversial bill will take place effective THC lasts in the system well over the time of usage. Police cannot use medical marijuana cards. It's just a cause of administration for the test.
All right, so let's demonstrate how this would work in Colorado. Right. So you're driving your car.
I'm driving along.
Woo, 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 woo.
Oh, crap.
Sir, are you high?
Well, of course not.
Can you just give me your arm?
Because this is how it's going to roll.
I mean, how are we gonna do? Are we gonna like
on the side of the highway,
on the side of the road, like this? I don't know, and then take you to the hospital. If I mess up and hit the wrong vein
and hit an artery, nick an artery, and I die on the side of the highway, but the cops are covered, so
it's
okay.
cool.
It's cool.
All right.
We're cops.
This past Monday saw one of the most dangerous days to be on the internet and the airwaves, which was April Fool's, for you know. Netflix created categories for viewers to select new movies, including these categories are movies with folded arms, movies in English but still require subtitles, movies starring Estelle Getty and some other guy, and my favorite, reality TV about people with no concept of reality. Other jokes included the Google Nose and the iPlay made by IGN. Because everyone wants to play Angry Birds on the big screen. What's it going to be? Just a huge iPhone?
What they proposed is the console actually looks like essentially a really big iPhone, and you play it with your iPad Mini. You don't even need to control it. You just buy the iPad Mini.
Is this touch screen?
No, it's just going to be like the Wii. Someone's going to break the TV because of that stupid. A radio station did analysis on their city water and reported that it contained high amounts of dihydrogen monoxide. Needless to say, people freaked the out, only to realize that it's H2O, which, as you all know, is water.
Apparently that caused a lot of outbreak over the radio station. They were actually brought into question by trying to scare the public by saying the chemical name for water. But
Well, Poland Springs, I'm sure, did fantastic that day.
Well, everyone, that concludes our headlines. Next, after the break, we're going to talk about something that's on everyone's mind.
The Mets going undefeated, of course.
North Korea is next.